Peter Maguire joining us. He's CEO XM Australia. Peter, great to have you on the show. As always, let's talk China first and the kind of easing that we've seen. The impact on steel, commodities, all of that has played out. But are you buying into this sense that more needs to come in terms of policy action to really believe that the Chinese economy is going to turn?
Well, good morning, Tamanna. Yes, you've got to sit back and see how it washes through the market. But if you're looking at how it's been over the last, say 48 hours or so, it's been very, very strong. We saw yesterday the CSI 300 through 4%, 4.2, 4.3 up, and you've had it up nearly 3.1% this morning, or 3.2. So it's very, very bullish. And all of that is, good tone as far as positive sentiment. We've just got to see how it unravels. You've had a big push up also on London Metal Exchange overnight. Some of those, copper well up. Copper was up, 2.6%. So that was very, very strong and across a lot of those other base metals, Tamanna.
Peter, good morning, or is it good afternoon already? But the opinion around whether this metal rally will go on is getting split views. Now, you track commodities so closely as well. Tell us, do you believe that there is more needed for metals in the Chinese markets to do, or is this hope enough for a sustained move, especially in commodities, industrial commodities, I mean?
Yeah, sure, Niraj. And it is good afternoon here, but good morning where you are. So good morning. But yeah, you've had a big push up, and you can't get away from that mindset as far as, approaching 10,000 a metric ton for copper. It's been strongly bid. And there will be an inflection point or a point in time as far as exhaustion, across the segment of the market. And they'll probably just take a little bit of a breather. You've seen also US dollar come under pressure to the downside, that continual downdraft nearly through 100 now. I think it's the best part of 100.3 for the US dollar index. So there it is on the screen. So that's also taken a lot of the hot wind out of the US dollar and further cuts expected. So I wouldn't be surprised, through 10,000, 10,200. Let's have a closer look at it then as far as the copper price and what also happens to zinc and aluminium and tin and, across the whole sector.
Peter, what's the view looking like on emerging markets, especially India? We've hit a new high on the Nifty yesterday, so that's exciting domestically as well. But in terms of flows coming in, do you see that view sort of changing now that the Chinese story is picking up?
Oh, not necessarily. I feel as though two things, Tamanna. Indian story is just going to evolve and it's only going to get stronger for longer. There's no, hiccups on the way in the sense of big themes that are going to upset the Indian market. Just general consumption is enormous, infrastructure spend. The whole economy and the whole nation is just under, huge, concentrated, uptick. So there's the first part, and I'm sure that you'll see an increase as far as funds coming into India over the rest of this decade and certainly into the next, because there's just so much to do, and it's the place to be. I think it's got far more excitement and opportunity than the Chinese market. It's very mature, and I think India is the place to be. I'm not saying that because I'm talking to you. I'm saying it because I honestly believe it.